5 banks in Africa are all South African. Many South African companies are global and dominant leaders in various industries, and I'll just give you some examples. South African company is number 2 in terms of breweries. South African breweries, they're now not number 2 in the world. South African paper companies are dominant. Sappi and Mondi, you will know, on very large American companies and European companies in paper. South African mining companies are world leaders. BHP Billiton, Anglo American, De Beers are global leaders and globally dominant. So there are very many industries out of South Africa, things like Rolex and Cartier, also South African companies, if people don't know this. The South African economy is pretty big, pretty strong. The stock exchange, I was the first non-European stockbroker in South Africa. In terms of the apartheid days, Indians were only restricted into certain professions. Currently, we're more involved in mergers and acquisitions. But in terms of the size of the South African Stock Exchange, is approximately 1,200 billion US dollars. So reasonably large, number 10 or number 11 in the world in terms of stock markets. We had a few questions earlier on, and sorry, Excellency mentioned Mauritius, and I just need to touch on Mauritius. Really, they've done extremely well in terms of an international financial center. And most of the Indian companies which are coming into South Africa, and there's a big trend now for people who want to go into Africa, they come in via South Africa. So that's quite a strong trend, and it's because of the very good infrastructure that South Africa has. Infrastructure, roads, railways. We produce 2/3 of the continent's electricity, for example. We're also the cheapest, or second cheapest producer of electricity globally. So the infrastructure is extremely good, the banking services are very good, financial services are extremely good in South Africa, really first world kind of standards. But talking about Mauritius, the International Financial Center has done really well, grown very well. And as I was saying, what we experience from a merger and acquisition point of view is that virtually all Indian companies who come into Africa come in via Mauritius. So they use Mauritius as a domicilium, and that's been working very well. And as His Excellency mentioned, foreign investments into India itself also come via Mauritius. So that's worked very well. Talking earlier about one or two of the questions regarding technology, diamonds, etc., we'd be very interested if people in America, GOPIO members have some ideas on technology, how it can be used in South Africa, you're welcome to chat to me and we can talk about that later. I welcome questions later.